Friends, Romans, and Patriots, lend me your ears and strap on your goddamn tinfoil hats, because it's time for the Gay Frog Chat. The Gay Frog Chat is a weekly panel discussion where we go chin deep into a different conspiracy. This week, I've just got a bunch of weird stories pulled up on Twitter, and I thought we'd talk about this and that and see where the fucking conversation goes. But, yeah, a little talking about the Vineyard and all that stuff, too. That's why I put it in the title. But hope everybody out there is doing well tonight. Thank you for showing up and for being here. Thank you for everyone for being in the panel. We'll say hello to everybody in the panel real quick. Xanatos, how you doing?
Good.
Muy bien. We've got a Hank Trill.
Evening, fellas. What a lovely Sunday.
Propane bitches.
Is that a fucking Deep Space Nine reference too? Is it like Hank Hill and like you're a Trill also?
Oh, no, no.
God damn it.
Just search Hank Trill on YouTube.
You should have just said yes.
Okay.
You would have probably got
Yes.
cool factor points.
Yep, now you don't. It's too late. What's up, Corey?
What's going on, brother?
Nothing, man. Good you're here. And Mr. Patriot of Ohio.
I'm doing pretty good. A little sore. Got a chiropractor appointment coming up, so hopefully they'll take care of it.
Dude, I've got this tooth appointment tomorrow, and it cannot come quick enough. I've got like several lymph nodes in my head and shit all fucking swollen. Like it hurts on my right ear for some fucking reason. Doesn't make sense. I don't know, dude. Like I really hope when I go to the dentist tomorrow and they drill out the fucking tooth that's giving me problems and fix it or whatever, that it's not something else that's causing this. That's the fucking thing, and it's just fixed, and I don't have to deal with this shit anymore. It sucks.
Yeah,
It's all good.
well,
I mean,
at least you got an appointment tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, I 2 weeks ago, I was like, I needed an appointment today. And they're like, okay, well, we can see you next week. I was like, all right. And then they were like, okay, we did the things so we know what's wrong so we can fix it. When do you want to fix it? Like today? Oh, can't do it today. When's the next appointment you can do? Monday. Okay, Monday, I guess. You know, like, Jesus Christ, I wanted this fixed fucking 2 weeks ago.
Right.
It's all good. I mean, I'm not dead. I'm not dying, I don't think. Like, we're good. Just a little bit of pain, a little bit of frustration, a little bit of bullshit, a little bit of pain while eating. That's the main thing right now. Every time I take a bite of food, I gotta, like, fucking brace myself. But it's all good. It made me fucking... Okay, and I don't know if this is what's causing it. The tooth thing has been making... I think this is what's been happening. It's been making the lymph nodes in my neck get all swollen up.
Yep.
And so my neck hurts, and it hurts to swallow, and it hurts to talk. Like, right now I'm doing pretty good. Right now it doesn't hurt too bad right there. It hurts in other places. But, like, 2 weeks ago, it was so bad, I was like, do I have, like, throat cancer or something? Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, all that stuff's connected. It's weird.
So I completely stopped vaping nicotine. I've switched to the patch. I completely fucking stopped vaping and smoking weed. I haven't for, what, like 3 or 4 days now? You know? Like, done anything. I've just been sitting here with a patch. Had a couple beers. That's fine, right? Beers are good.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man. It's a journey. I hope it gets better.
You know what you should do? Since you don't want to drink that Rittenhouse rye, get you a swig of it and just hold it to where the tooth is hurting, and it'll help numb the area.
Yeah, but that's the worst part is the taste.
Well, yeah, but I mean...
You could always put cocaine in there.
Yeah, there you go. That too. But that whiskey will sit there and absorb in your gums and everything, and will help numb it for a while.
Daniel says, what if shit hits the fan before your tooth gets fixed tomorrow, though? Dude, then I'm doing some like Wilson shit where I take a rock and another rock and, you know, whatever you do.
Oh.
I don't know, dude.
Pair of pliers.
Well, and supposedly, like, it doesn't need a root canal. It's just got like a nice cavity right where the fucking gum line is, and then like food and shit gets stuck in there, and so it gets infected, and then, you know, like, I don't know what to do. And I've been brushing and flossing and using fucking mouthwash. I've gone through like 2 bottles of mouthwash in the last like month, you know, like trying to fucking clean this shit out. Nothing's helping. Yeah. I mean, it's helping, but it's not like fixing it. I don't know. It's all good, dude. I'm not trying to bitch. I'm not trying to complain. Just telling you guys what's going on. Check this out. Did you guys see? So apparently there's a organization that's going around to people who make videos on YouTube and TikTok and Twitter and other things, offering them $400 to make an anti-Trump video on their channel and post it to their channel. Check this out.
I was just offered
Wow.
$400 to make an anti-Donald Trump propaganda post related to the January 6th investigation that is completely not true. I should start out this video by saying I'm not a Donald Trump supporter, so that should give a little bit of context to where I'm coming from. I'm an attorney. I post legal news and analysis on related topics. Okay, here we go with the story. So first thing first, I get an email from somebody with the Good Info Foundation. We'll talk about them a little more in a minute. I'm going to refer to this person as Jane. Jane sent me a message letting me know she represented the Good Info Foundation and that she was willing to offer a paid collaboration to discuss some topics related to January 6th.
Okay, real quick. Isn't it funny that they always name themselves the opposite of what they're trying to do? And it's the same thing with when they're trying to pass a bill too. It's like the Gun Safety Act, right? And like really what it does is take away guns from people who need them and make them less safe. Or the freedom of it, like what is this thing called? Like the free information place or whatever. And it's like the opposite of information. It's anti-information. It's disinformation. It's misinformation. It's anything but true information is what they're offering and paying people to do, by the way.
I said, sure, why not? I'll learn some more. Jane says the Good Info Foundation will give me $400
Sorry,
to make
Good
a post
Info.
on my page and then share it to Instagram. So you see that blue link? All right, here we're going to follow it. These are the specific requirements in order to obtain that $400 of how I should refer to the January 6th Capitol raid. Number one, I must call this a criminal conspiracy. Number two, I must say Trump Republicans were responsible. Number three, I must frame it as an attack on my country, an attack on America or Americans, a criminal conspiracy, and a committed crime. I must attribute the matter to MAGA Republicans. I must make clear that this was ongoing and unresolved. And most importantly, that I must channel all of this onto the manipulation of voter agencies so that I could turn their anger around this event into defiance that would make people more likely to vote in midterm.
Which is very transparent as to what their goal is by spending this $400 per quote influencer to go out and make these videos, right? They're trying to rile up people who are maybe in the middle and just watch some lawyer guy on Twitter or whatever to like have his trusted name in their opinion. It'd be like if I was like, actually, Joe Biden's really not bad. I bet there might be a couple people who'd be like, really, Honda? I wonder what you have to say about that. You know, like maybe I would convince a couple people if I had a compelling enough argument. And that's what they're trying to do, dude. They're trying to get as many people as they can to come out and vote because they are so fucking worried about the next midterm election and what it's
they're
going to
terrified
do that they're pulling out all the stops. And this is just another example of one of the stops that they're pulling out is by actually going to people who are influencers and paying them to make content directly about the subject, including bullet points on what they should say in their video. It's fucking ridiculous.
just when you thought they couldn't stoop to a new low.
Well, this is nothing new, but it's interesting to actually get the email and like the talking points, you know, from a guy who got the offer. It's funny, but he goes on. There's more to it.
And the thing that struck me the most was this part, where I was told to talk about the aspects of the Trump campaign's plan. And I was supposed to say that the Trump campaign paid literally millions of dollars to make January 6th happen. So I figured, you know, maybe I missed something. So I said, hey, Jane, what is the basis for the claim that the Trump campaign itself paid millions of dollars to make the January 6th siege at the Capitol happen? Jane doesn't answer the question. Hi, Preston. If you don't want to state that in the video, it's fine. You don't have to use all the bullet points provided. So I kept going. Sure, I'm just wondering if there's support for that claim. Jane doesn't answer again. Let me know if you are interested and the rate works for you. Thanks so much. I'm not interested and the rate doesn't work for me. That's
it, man. I mean, just shows you like they're like the Good Truth I forget what they fucking called it. What he just called it. Doesn't fucking matter. There's more than just that organization, but they're after truth, right? But they're directly going out to influencers, providing them with misinformation bullet points to include with their paid programming.
So it's probably safe to say to see some other influencers, of course, going to bite the bullet per se and start doing a bunch of these.
Well, I mean, it's the same thing whenever you see like there'll be the talking point on the news, and you'll see like CBS, NBC, ABC, Fox, everybody, and they'll be like, I don't know, they'll say like a line like the January 6th committee is shocked and awed by the events of today. And then like they will all say that exact same line verbatim over and over and over again. There's these supercuts that you can find online of them doing it.
All the video lines up.
It's
all of it.
It's the exact same thing. It's the exact same thing, except for they've realized that there's this other market that they're not tapping into. It used to be that they could just go to the mainstream media and provide that information to them. They would disseminate it to people. Job done. Well, now there's a significant portion of the population that has nothing to do with mainstream news. That gets their news from people like this guy or whoever. Not necessarily, not saying like this guy's like that great or whatever, just as an example. And so when they convince people like this guy to go out and fucking say the things that they want them to, they get the same point across. And especially at $400 a pop, that's way cheaper than a network. I guess you got to do it a couple thousand times or whatever. But I saw this. Too bad Matt's not here. Green chili season is here, and things are getting hot. 10 best places in Denver to go to get green chili.
So that's an enchilada, right?
That's a burrito, or as Matt would call it, a taco. That's a taco. Somehow a taco. God damn.
Ooh, someone's playing with the double action.
Trying to shoot zombies and you're out of bullets? What's going on?
Something double action.
Check out this picture I found. It's Martha's Vineyard. Women of the Democrat Party. What are they wearing?
Interesting. Some Ku Klux Klan hats, eh?
Yeah, I forget. There's a female version of the Ku Klux Klan. It's not called that. It's something else. But they
Daughters of the Confederacy or something like that.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh God, I didn't realize that Jaws was filmed on Martha's Vineyard.
Yes. Most of the people in the doctor and a couple of the other people, a couple of the newspaper people, and they were just the town doctor and the town newspaper people. Everybody kind of took part in it. Good stuff.
Yeah, it's just funny, dude. Like, I don't know. I was reading something like 47% of the houses on the island are owned without a mortgage. And the average price of a home is like $1.2 million.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
Right. I was just going to say that.
I was arguing with this guy online about, well, we'll get to it later. It's fucking stupid.
You want to get real depressed. A lot of folks are saying that our children will never be able to afford houses.
Or retire. I believe it.
Unless I move to another state, I'm never going to be able to afford a fucking house.
See, that blows my mind as somebody from Michigan, which is it's been obtainable my whole life. Like, you're not going to have not a $300,000, $400,000 house, but like $100,000 house in Michigan is more than sufficient for any family, any like normal sized family. To hear that, like, we'll look at stuff in other states and it just blows my mind. Like, that's $100,000 house, but it's like $400,000 or $500,000 in like New Jersey or something. That's just crazy.
Yeah.
Well, like a good buddy of mine bought a house in like 2009. Like fucking 13 years ago now. It's been a while. And it wasn't even a house. It was a townhome, and not a giant. I mean, a decent size, three bedroom if you turn the basement into a fucking bedroom, which they did. And back then, that thing cost $180,000. Now that townhome would probably be double that, like 400, something like that. Like a fucking 1-bedroom condo in the hood costs $150,000. I don't know. I wouldn't want to buy that, so I'm not going to buy some shitty 1-bedroom condo in the hood and then be stuck with it or whatever for as long as I'm making payments or whatever. But yeah, dude, I mean, that same amount of money where you're at, Duke, would give me a backyard and a garage and multiple bedrooms.
Yeah, you talk about even in the current market, like that's. I mean, I don't get it. I mean, it's gotta end somewhere. And you ever watch that Dan Piana guy? He's the guy who screamed. He's got like a real tight suit on and always wears like a vest, and he's got glasses. He's a rich guy and he screams at people and he says the F word a lot. Anyways, that dude talks about climate change and how he knows climate change is a bunch of BS is on the most part because houses that are on the shore, if climate change was real, insurance companies would never insure them as they would be underwater within a year or two or whatever it's supposed to be, or even 10. They would never take any insurance on those houses for that reason alone.
It's funny how all these, celebrities and politicians scream about climate change, but they all have fucking houses on the shoreline somewhere.
Yeah, Obama.
Yeah, and they all scream about climate change. Now we need to reduce carbon. Oh, by the way, the Queen died. Let me fly myself and my entire entourage of fucking bodyguards and people with me to go visit for a day and a half, and then we'll all fly back together. Oh, even better. Hey, let's have a climate summit, right? And we're all going to charter private flights from all around the world to like Switzerland or whatever, wherever it happens to be. And then we're going to be there for a week talking about how great we are and how everyone else in the world is a fucking piece of shit and needs to be cold.
You see that video of that guy when that pretend king over there in England is shaking people's hands. Some guy calls him out like, "Hey, it's costing me 3 times the amount to heat my home now, and I'm paying for this parade." And he's like, "Oh, what are you saying?" Like, at least the guy had the guts to yell at him. So,
dude, I was looking at this person posted their gas prices, their like energy prices for their home in England compared to what it was last year, and it was something like 16 times as much.
Which is horrible.
Fucking well, I mean, when it was like $50 and now you're paying like fucking $1,200 or whatever, it's like holy fuck for a month.
Yeah.
Like I'd be using candles too, motherfucker. Like Jesus. MSB 9021 says the cooch clutch.
Fairly accurate.
That's a good one. I like that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That.
Say that 10 times fast.
Cooch Klux Klan. I can't even say it.
Can't even say it the first time. I don't think I can do that. Cooch Clutch Klugs. Oh,
yeah, it's hard to say, dude. It's like a tongue twister. Like red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. You can't say that too many times either. Unexpectedly, the United States Air Force finds itself in a critical shortage of pilots while it says it has too many white officers. Why would you care? Okay, as the military, right?
God.
Like you're the military. You want the best people that you have in the positions that utilizes their skills in the most effective and best way possible. Yes?
Oh yeah.
No, not anymore.
Well, okay, that's theoretically. That's what you would
theoretically you want the best. Yes. Theoretically, you don't care what the guy next to you looks like, what color of skin he has. I just care that can he shoot? Can he move? Can he pick me up and drag me across the battlefield? Yes.
Right, and you shouldn't have any consideration as to the person's, what do they call that when it's like a immutable characteristic, right? Like the color of your skin, the color of your eyes, the color of your hair, that kind of shit. Literally doesn't matter. Literally has no bearing whatsoever, and yet it does because they have too many white officers. Is that why you quit, Duke?
Oh, I quit for many reasons.
They wouldn't make you an officer?
You can do that. I was not destined for that at all. You got to be really good at getting on your knees for that one. Not so good at that.
And crawling under the desk.
Yeah, no, I'm good. No, I knew a couple guys that were like selected for that, and that's cool. but it's not like World War II where you're getting like combat promotions and stuff. So no, you got to sign up for a bunch of time and forward out the door, baby. In
So
and
what
out.
you're saying is you got to tap into your inner Monica Lewinsky?
I wouldn't say that, but that's exactly what it is usually. I knew a couple guys who left and went to college on their own and then went back in. Now those guys are called Mustangs, and they're about the greatest officer you'll ever have. A guy that was enlisted, leaves, goes to college, comes back as like a boot lieutenant. But those guys are like gods. But no, you got to be careful with that kind of stuff. They
Well,
make you sign up for a bunch of time. So no.
They like the ones that Lorena Bobbitt themselves and then go back to work. In fact, they pay for that now, don't they?
I don't even know. I was in it. Don't ask, don't tell, and so
And no one asked, and you didn't tell them.
yeah.
The calluses on your knees kind of gave it away.
Yeah, I guess the whole thing of that was what the greatness of the military was that it was all about the merit of who you were,
Mhm.
and what you could produce, not the superficial things of background, socioeconomical things like that. I mean, that was the Great Underliner. So I don't know.
Daniel dropped in $2. Said German average energy price about $700 per month right now.
Mm.
That's average. So if you have like a bigger than average house and you like to keep the air conditioner on a little bit extra, you're probably paying that $1,200 that I was talking about earlier.
Well, I would say that most houses in Europe are probably smaller than most American, right? Wouldn't you say? Like they live in a lot smaller flats and housing and all kinds of stuff. So that's
Lot
really
$700.
together.
I don't really. I've never been. I don't know.
Well, they're not as fat as us, so they don't need that much room.
That's true.
First day without mom. Look at the buttons on his suit jacket.
What the fuck?
I don't know how you could take a guy serious who has his shoelaces ironed and his bathrobe ironed and has someone put toothpaste on his toothbrush. Like that's comical. It's not even a real man.
Wait,
Very
someone
creepy
puts
looking
toothbrush?
hands.
Someone pastes his brush for him.
Yes, and one of the butlers recounts a story of him calling the butler in the room, or the servant, whatever you want to call it, into the room to fetch a letter out of his trash can that was below his feet. Like that's like a comedy thing, but no, it's real. It's 100% real, and that's not surprising if you look at that dude.
He's a fucking reptilian.
Yeah. And look at look, he chose what's that current lady he's with over Princess Di? Come on, dude. That dude's a lizard.
I feel like this guy sees the button. Like it kind of looks like he's looking over at it.
This motherfucker can't even dress himself.
You ever think like Mr. Burns has what's his name, Smithers?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
And Smithers does all of Mr. Burns' bidding for him, but at some point or another, Smithers gets fed up with Mr. Burns and tries to kill him. Do you think like the guy that Biden calls up to pick out the thing out of the trash comes up and just kneecaps him when he comes up or something? Fucking sick of it, bro. Oh shit. Daniel says most of them don't have AC. That's mainly lights and shit. Really?
Damn.
I don't know. I lived in houses without AC basically my whole life. Only a couple of times when I had an apartment or whatever that had AC have I had AC. And in Colorado, it's really not so bad. Like some of the hottest months or whatever, it gets a little warm sometimes, but at night it cools right down. And if you like figure out a way to like keep the windows open at night, and then like when the morning comes, you close all the windows and try to not open doors and kind of seal that cooler air in, it's really not too bad at any point.
Bro, I'd fucking die down here in Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit, man. Wow.
Places where you guys are at,
we cooled off for a little bit because of some rain we got, but we're back up to fucking mid-90s. But
yeah, we were at like 80 today, 80 degrees and sunny, nice cool breeze. It wasn't bad, very nice out. No humidity because it's Colorado. That's why everyone keeps fucking moving here.
you know who that looks like instead of whatever his dumbass name is, Andrew? It looks like Roger Stone standing there. That's what I thought it was at first.
Daniel says, did you see Alex Stein's video about the Lizard Queen? Hold on, we got to look this up.
Talking about Queen Elizabeth being the Lizard Queen.
Hi.
Advertisements.
I'm founder of Vape Nutrition.
Thanks, Joe.
We make real nutrition really convenient.
That's weird. Did they just put a fucking plastic bag inside of that bottle?
Well, it's I deserve to keep her from her life going away in a flash. We just, keep her alive for a little bit longer. And to be honest, we all know the Queen probably passed away years ago, and we've been cheering on a hologram created by Dark. Now, I'm only kidding, or maybe I'm being dead serious. I don't know. It's all for you to interpret and decide for yourself. So, as we mourn the passing of this elite overlord in a way that's, therapeutic for you and I, because what we need to do is we need to tip our glasses of adrenochrome cocktail. The people in London, the people in LA, I want you to toast the queen of child exploitation and Jimmy Savile's personal friend, queen of all lizards, Lizzie II, who I will miss extremely, very much so, and I'm sad she wasn't able to be Meghan Markle's newest royal baby, who's probably going to start transition therapy at the ripe age of 9 years old and be featured in the most slammed out, fabulous documentary on Netflix with a 100% critic rating and a 0% audience score. But it will be the
You got to keep pausing it here and there so we don't get fucked by the algorithms.
best masterpiece created in documentary history. So R.I.P. Lizzie, the Lizard Queen II. I'm sure Princess Diana and Jeffrey Epstein are smiling right at this moment.
Jesus Christ.
Damn.
The Queen's family gathered at her Scottish estate early Thursday and were by her side as she went on to the other side, wherever that may be.
Which way do you think she went? Down or up?
Down.
Mm-hmm.
So we say sayonara to the Lizard Queen, and I know I joke, you're like, oh, is she really a lizard? I don't know. I don't know how these people live so long, but I'll tell you this much, the Queen does not care about us. Her own son, Prince Andrew, is best friends with Jeffrey Epstein. These people are on the Lolita Express with children. These are convicted pedophiles, and nobody.
See, it's funny because he's like joking around kind of, and he's being a character, but the things that he's like, most of the things that he's saying, not like the she died years ago part, but like Prince Andrew being friends with Epstein and flying on the Lolita Express multiple times on record. 100% true. 100% true. And things like that, that's exactly why we'll never get the fucking Black Book released. That's why we'll never get the fucking transcripts of the trial or like all of the information that went into Ghislaine Maxwell's trial or any of that shit, dude. Because there's such powerful fucking top people who were on that list that they'll just never let it come out. They'll just never ever
right under the rug and forgot about.
Well, like for instance, did you guys hear that this finally happened? I think it was 2, but maybe more, 2 or 3 fucking security guards who were working at the jail where Epstein was at the night that he killed himself were officially let off. They no longer work for the prison.
That's not shady at all.
But there's no charges. There's no nothing. Nothing happened. The camera stopped working. They fell asleep while at the same time their internet search records show like searching for really expensive high ticket items and like basically planning out how they're going to spend all the money they're about to get.
Nobody blows a whistle because they don't want to go after the monarchy. Well, let me tell you something. We're not pulling any punches here in America. I may be in San Diego, California, but Meghan Markle's right down the street from me. She came to California because they probably know that the monarchy is bullcrap. So I don't want to disrespect your whole genre of an existence and your whole, personal character being a monarch. And I know all these people in London are going to say, oh, this guy doesn't like them, yada, yada. I don't care. The Queen is gone. Not a big deal. The world is probably a better place for it, but I will miss you. R.I.P. Queen Elizabeth. Now, I know that you may not be responsible for all the evil things your family did, but as a leader of that evil family, almost impossible for me not to hold you slightly responsible. R.I.P. Lizzie.
Man, why is everyone fighting in the chat? You got Semper Paratus, TC, and Damian Christ all going at it.
What are they going at it about? We all right?
I don't know. I'd have to read like way up, probably get to the base of it. Dana says, next watch Alex troll eye patch McCain.
Oh, that's
that's good.
David. That's the Navy SEAL guy. They call him Eye Patch McCain, the congressman.
Yeah, because he's as big of a rhino as McCain was.
Yeah. I feel bad about talking bad about McCain. The guy survived a Vietnam torture camp, but hard to defend a lot of his stances after that as a senator.
Didn't he like fucking tell the Viet Cong everything that he knew?
After they broke his arm. So, like, yeah, he did tell him everything, like when he broke from torture. So it's not something I can hold against the guy in any way. They tortured and beat the guy. It's easy to say, I would never talk, but like
as soon as they put those bamboo,
get some
bamboo
shoots up your, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What was that movie where like there was the boxer and then it like his dad like was in a Viet Cong prison and had a pocket watch and his buddy helped him like fucking save it up.
Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, they didn't fucking break, man.
Well,
he died of dysentery from that watch.
Yeah.
Oh, Daniel dropped in a link. Okay, we'll get to it in a second. Pat Wright says, is Alex the guy who did the vaccine rap in front of city council? I think so, but I don't know. Like, he's done a bunch of fucking funny shit. Oh, Dustin Butson says, hey, I'm fighting too, Honda. Kind of, LOL. Dude, what's going on with you guys? Tell me that. What's going on? Is TC just being a jerk and stirring the pot and saying the things that piss you guys off and you're buying into it? Because sometimes I do that too, I'll admit. There's been times when I start reading TC's comments and I'm like, motherfucker, I have to address this. But the thing is, you really don't, because that's what he's doing. He's just there to be a fucking troll. And like, more power to him. Like, if you're good at being a troll, then you should probably be a troll. Be the best troll you can be. That's what I say. Whatever you are, be a good one. All right, let's check out this link here. All right, where is it?
Dan, you're just such a little loser. I'm trying to grab my thing. Look, you're too slow. He's too slow. Navy SEAL. It's funny, Dan, how you said you're tall. I'm small, but I'm so much taller than you, Dan. I'm so much bigger than you. You're just a little sad little boy.
Oh my God.
This is imagine me calling you out because you're a globalist. Oh, I got a job. I work for the place. I make a lot of money. Yeah.
So he almost called him a Nazi. He's like, you're a globalist. But seriously, dude, like, if you guys don't know, Dan Crenshaw was not appointed, but funded in some part by the World Economic Forum, by Klaus Schwab. He was named as one of the future leaders of the world, or what, I forget what the fucking term is. But yeah, him and Klaus Schwab, at least on paper, are buddy-buddy. I don't know how much there is to that. And then he's got that fucking eye patch that makes him look like a goddamn Bond villain. Like, he looks like he should be standing behind Mr. Evil petting the cat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Mr. Evil, not Doctor.
I do. Yeah, I do, Dan. Yeah, I make a lot of money. Yeah, I'm a loser.
This is the guy who tells veterans that their service.
Yeah, because these are weapons of mass destruction that didn't exist. I'm anti-war. Yeah. Yeah, I'm anti-war because I don't believe. Did you guys find any weapons of mass destruction?
As a matter of fact, we did.
What weapons of mass destruction this guy?
You're actually going to go down this route, Alex.
Yeah.
Did they actually find any weapons of mass destruction in the entire country at any point?
Nope.
No.
So they're just gaslighting him. 1, 2, 3, 4 fucking gaslighters right there. 4 motherfuckers who were willing to just lie to make some political point for fucking zero, for no reason, for no fucking good reason, right? Like, Alex is just a guy who makes videos. He's got a small following comparatively to the, like, population of the world, right? Like, if you ignore him, you're going to give him less fucking clout than you do if you fucking point your finger in his face and lie about shit. Anyway, I digress.
You're looking like a fool right now. You're telling veterans, not just me, but plenty of veterans. You're telling plenty of veterans.
He cares more about Ukraine. Yeah, what?
Dude, that's what Alex is so good at, though. Is like, oh, you're going to try to make a point to me? Guess what? I'm not going to stop talking, motherfucker. I can just keep going all fucking day. Like, he's like the Yankee Marshal when it comes to that shit. Like, fucking don't talk to him about 9/11. You'll fucking lose.
You guys services waiting.
You're disgusting. You are the modern day.
I'm the modern day version. You worry more about Ukraine than our border.
You are the modern day version.
He cares more about Ukraine than he does about America. So you're a globalist. Why don't you take care of America? You don't care. That's your problem, Dan. You don't care about America. You don't care about Texas. Look at our. Do you think there's an invasion? Is there an invasion on our border right now? Is there an invasion on our border right now?
Maybe you should go back.
I still am a community.
Okay, just so you guys know, one of the reasons, and I don't know all of Alex Stein's motivations as to why he does what he does. Obviously, he's more right-leaning, I don't know, libertarian perhaps, or at least Republican-leaning, like, views on how society should be run. But when it comes down to what his motivation is, his mom died during the COVID fucking pandemic, whatever the fuck you want to call it. He wasn't allowed to see her. He wasn't allowed to go in and fucking talk to her. You know, nothing. They put her on fucking, like, the breathing apparatus and killed her. Right? I don't know if that's what killed her. I'm not saying that's what killed her, YouTube. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Jesus Christ, don't give me a strike again. Fuck me. Oh, by the way, did you guys know about that? I got a strike earlier today. And then I appealed it, and I got rid of the strike today. And then I was playing around on Twitter, and I got a strike on Twitter today, too. Like, I've just been striking out. They're fucking Alex Jones and me right now.
Damn. Did you ever find out what they actually get a strike for last night?
For the guy with the axe. Yeah, who didn't actually hit anyone with an axe. He broke a table and a window. I guess he got punched in the head and then went like...
Yeah, I thought it was for something else, but I won't say it. Just don't want to get this fucking...
well, you can say it.
Well, we were talking last night, and you were playing a video in the back, and it was where there was like a guy on a Vespa or something in front of a truck, and the truck didn't see him.
Oh, I thought about that because like I actually went through the entire fucking chat and like picked out. There were two videos. It was that one, and it was the guy who almost got run over that we didn't even show like intentionally. We weren't talking about. It just happened to be in the background as I stopped scrolling and we talked about other shit. Right.
Yeah.
And they don't actually tell you what part of the video it is that you that violated their policy or whatever. So you kind of have to guess. Yeah. And I guessed it was the guy with the axe, and I was right. So, oh shit, more super chats. Oh shit. Daniel says, I think Alex is going places, dude. Trolls the cunts on both sides that deserve it. Bet he runs for something one day. Dude, I'd vote for fucking Alex Stein. Dustin says, I'm not here too often, but even though I think you're nuts, it's all entertainment to me. By the time you're on, I'm usually buzzed. Gotta have fun, LOL. I mean, you know, I think you listen to Yankee too much. That's my thing. Sexy Sperm Whale says, why is Eye Patch McCain wearing glasses? He only has one eye. He should be wearing a monocle. All right, let's keep this going.
Is there an invasion on our border? Will you admit that there's an invasion on our border?
There's an invasion on our border.
I know, but you won't do anything about it. But why do you give $80 billion to Ukraine? Why do you give $80 billion to Ukraine?
I think you're getting the numbers wrong there, buddy.
Oh, what are we at, $100 billion now?
No, it's not even close.
What are we up to now, Dan? And they even say none of those weapons even go to the front lines. So why don't you start caring about America? You don't care about America at all, Dan. You're a globalist, you're a traitor, you're a dwarf. There's Dan Crimson. Come on. Come on,
the
dude.
modern day version of the people.
Oh, I'm a piece of shit. You're the one that's a globalist. You're killing young children for no reason, sending them to war for nothing.
God damn, he's so fucking good, dude. He just always got the thing to say back. Like he's always got the fucking last word. Always has the last word. It's so I gotta practice this shit. I want to be Alex Stein. That's what I want to do. Teach me, oh hail Alex of the Steineth, how to do what you do.
Yeah, you're harassing a member. You're harassing a member.
Am I under arrest?
No, you're being stopped. Not right now. You're being stopped. I just need some identification.
Thank you.
Fucking Capitol Police.
Future reference.
Fuck, these guys have like an IQ of 90 and just do what they're fucking told. They're order followers. These dudes are dudes and chicks, bitches, whatever the fuck you want to call this cunt, are no better than like the Gestapo or the Nazis or whoever that you can think of that just followed orders and killed a bunch of people. Like the fucking like what happened in China from the Japanese, the rape of you know what I'm talking about. Fuck off.
They're the yes men.
Yes, they are yes men. Shotgun says, enjoy this tree fitty, Honda. Why did I say Hondi?
When you're wanting to interview members, you cannot physically stop them from going their way.
I'm not trying to talk back.
He didn't physically stop them.
I didn't physically stop anybody.
I'm just letting you know from what we were getting from members of the public was that you were harassing members that were trying to go back and forth to their votes. You are not allowed to do that, so I'm going to let you know the rules and the laws that you are being told that you are breaking.
She can't even fucking complete a sentence.
Fucking bitch.
Well, the funny thing is, like the thing that people need to remember, it's not really funny. The only reason police in this country, or the government for that matter, in this country has any power whatsoever is that the American people ceded it to them. They said, hey, there's these things that we would like you to do, so we're going to give that power to you to do this thing. If the American people tomorrow decided they didn't want them to have that power anymore, then it's completely illegitimate. And if they continue to hang on to it, then they're tyrants. And you know they would. You know they would.
Oh, yeah.
Dustin says, I wouldn't say I listen to Yankee too much, but yeah, I'm there a lot. A lot of cool guys in the chat, and they go in Matt's and yours too. All fun. Yeah, and honestly, dude, like, me and Yankee had our little argument the other day. I watch Yankee too, man. Like, there's, you know, that's how I got in this whole community in the first place. Was I got really, really, really sick one time, and I had to take a whole week off of work because I had like laryngitis, bronchitis, and fucking strep throat all at the same time, right? Dude. And I spent a week in bed just watching YouTube, and I ended up watching like every single one of Yankee's old funny videos where he'd have like the Glock talking to the thing and doing like I don't know what he would do. It was funny. And then I was like, oh, you do live chats? And then I was like, oh, I disagree with you a lot because you're a fucking boomer. And then I'm like, and then Never Enough Ammo came on the chats, and I'm like, oh, I agree with this guy a lot more. And so I started watching Never Enough Ammo's chats, and the rest is history. We should send Handler back to DC to troll. Dude, I did troll a couple of fucking, what do you call those guys? Not national security, fucking...
National Guard.
National Guard, thank you. Yeah, there's National Guard people everywhere, and I was trolling a couple of them. Glad they didn't put me on a list. Oh, wait, I probably am. That's why I keep getting YouTube strikes and shit.
And I'm going to let you know that that's what you cannot do.
Okay, am I allowed to leave?
You are allowed to leave.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. This is just trying to ask politicians some questions, and then they come and detain me. What a joke. Yep,
there you go. Living in America. Living in America.
Huh, yeah. Huh. He dies. He dies.
What is that song about even?
Whoa.
It's James Brown doing a lot of cocaine. That's exactly what that is. It's James Brown getting hot and sweaty. And you ever seen him do his okay, so a bunch of celebrities in the 80s figured out they could do Japanese commercials for a bunch of money, and it was all tax-free because they were doing it out of country or something. So James Brown did Masamba. So you should look up James Brown Masamba commercial, and it's James Brown singing about Japanese noodles. Just so you know, it is worth your time. Masamba, yeah.
Did you just say it's worth your time?
It's worth your time.
You said it's worth your time.
That sounds like Jar Jar Binks.
No, it sounded like a Japanese inflection, really.
Mm.
Oh, it's worth your time.
I mean, I wouldn't do that. I lived in Japan and Okinawa, but nah, I like that. Baby.
Oh, Okinawa, very good.
Charlie Brown. That's one of my favorite movies.
No, very good. All right, this video. What is this from? Hold on, real quick. It is from. Doesn't say. Hold on. Just watch this shit. This will piss you the fuck off, and if it doesn't, you have no heart and no soul, and get out of my chat.
I've been into fashion since I can remember. But one day, I had a stomachache so bad, I didn't want to do anything. The team at New York Presbyterian said it was actually
New York Presbyterian. That's who released this.
my heart. It was severely swollen. Something called myocarditis. But doctors gave me medicines and used machines to control my heartbeat. They saved me. So now I can become the next great fashion designer.
Why are we having commercials where 8-year-old girls have myocarditis and they need to go to the hospital to have them take care of it?
Yeah, no shit.
Because she got vaxxed.
Has this
Her
ever
parents
happened?
vaxxed her.
Have you ever seen a fucking myocarditis advertisement or whatever the fuck you want to call this for an 8-year-old in your entire life?
No. That's fucked up.
Seems like there might be something to it. I don't know.
I'm surprised they didn't put at the end. Make sure you get your jibby jab.
Right.
Or brought to you by Pfizer.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
I feel like we're in the commercials. Remember RoboCop? They had those really dystopian commercials, like the nuke game and all kinds of other things, like Yamaha's Heart. I feel like that's what we're in right now. Every time we see these commercials for things, it's a dark dystopian future that we live in.
Some combination of 1984 RoboCop, fucking
Running Man.
Yeah, Running Man.
And what's the Mars one? Total Recall.
What is that one called?
Total Recall.
Yeah, Total Recall.
Some dude Night Strike's gonna reveal he's got a person living on his tummy.
Yeah.
That's why he won't wear the dress, because it's on his shoulder or something.
Oh, because the guy lives in his stomach. Oh man, that's super creepy. Oh, that would be horrible.
It has that fucking little hand that comes out at you.
Dude, you guys realize myocarditis happens to out-of-shape people and is acute, not chronic, right? What happened to fucking 8-year-olds, you Nazi motherfucker? Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Get the fuck out of here, you. I just said, if this doesn't piss you off, get the fuck out of my chat. Mark Malone, get the fuck out of my fucking chat. Fuck you. Out of everything you've said, I don't care. This is the fucking final straw, motherfucker. Suck a fucking dick.
The reason why they're getting myocarditis, all these young kids, is because of that fucking jab, man.
Yeah.
It's the whole fucking point.
Pat Wright said, anybody get StreamYard to work on a phone? I can't get sound to come through my headset, and it will only come out of my speakers.
There's problems
with this.
Yeah, I had problems last night. My Chrome killed it. I got to use Firefox now. It's super annoying. I hate it.
So you got to download Firefox and use Firefox to do it.
Everybody was calling me a boomer. I read the comments. Yeah. Everybody Duke Boomer over here. He's okay. I got you. I got Boomer for you, homie. Don't worry.
I mean, I might have been
started that. Yes, you may have been responsible. And I fell down the stairs. And by the way, Matt did text my wife.
Oh, he did.
He did text my wife and asked her to go outside and go scare me through the window.
Did she?
No, but she did take a video today of scaring the crap out of me. She hid in my son's room. I thought she was hiding in the den, So I came in here and I was walking real slow, and she came up behind me. I have since told her, do not share that video with Matt. She's set on doing that, so I'm sure
Well,
it'll leak.
Here and share it with us, so technically she's not sharing it with Matt.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be safe with you guys.
Love you, dude.
Yeah, I love you too.
Mark Malone claims we are uneducated tards.
Yeah, he says dumb shit all the fucking time. Like, it's like, oh no, the fucking crazy, retarded, dumb fuck called me stupid. Oh no. like the short.
I don't know about you, but that girl did not look obese to me. So
no, she didn't. Well, and the thing is, like, how common has it ever been in the history of humanity for a child to have a heart attack?
I don't remember ever.
It's
ever
like
being
so
a thing.
rare that if it ever happens, it used to be like in the newspaper, like 8-year-old dies of heart, and like you'd be like, what the fuck?
Right.
Or even like a 20-year-old, like a 20-year-old who's out of shape, overweight, with diabetes, has a heart attack. You're like, whoa, dude, he was 20.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make sense, dude. And you can't tell me under any circumstances that that's like normal and makes sense. It just doesn't. Mark Malone says, or Mark Malone. Daniel says, Mark's been served. All right,
Great
so
walls of Daniel have risen.
did you guys see this story? Biden accused of pressuring FBI to fabricate extremist white supremacist cases.
No, I hadn't heard that yet.
Ooh.
So you follow the link. It's Washington Times, right? This isn't like, I don't know, some weird shit. Rank and file FBI agents are accusing the Biden administration of exurgating the threat of white supremacists and pressuring agents to cook up domestic terrorist cases involving racist extremists. Current and former FBI agents told the Washington Times that the perceived White House supremacist threat is overblown by the administration. They said the top bureau officials are pressuring FBI agents to create domestic terrorist cases and tag people as white supremacists to meet internal metrics. What was I talking about last night?
There's more people investigating white supremacists than there are supremacists in the FBI.
Yeah, you're right. I did. True. I did talk about that last night, but I was thinking more about the prediction of a false flag.
I was just waiting for the Night of the Knives, man. Like fucking World War II Germany, man. Night of the Knives.
Night of the Knives.
Night of the Long Knives is what he's referring to. Not trying to be a
that's
stickler, but yeah.
When
they pretended to blow up, or they blew up their own building. The Reichstag, blamed it on Jews. Also, there's record of accounts of them dressing as Polish soldiers, crossing the border and shooting at their own German soldiers, just to start the war. As a predicate, the Poles started World War II. So, I mean, they're willing to go the distance. They'll do whatever they have to do.
I made the mistake of looking at Mark Malone's thing. These idiots couldn't pass an anatomy and physiology class at a local community college, LOL.
Actually, I do, stupid motherfucker. If you want to keep being a toxic bitch, just get the fuck out of the chat. No one's asking you to stay here. Don't speak on shit you don't know nothing about. So fuck off.
Fuck off or
shit.
Mark Malone's the type of guy that believes everything daddy government says to him.
No, I wouldn't say that, but he believes that everything is the fault of the Jews and there's some Jewish conspiracy to take over the world and that they're all in on it together, from like the little kid spinning his dreidel to fucking like the Rockefellers and Rothschilds and whoever else are at the top, you know? Are the Rockefellers Jewish? I forget.
Well, there's like 3 different types. So that you have the Zionists, which they're not really technically, you know, but yeah, then you got, you know, your standard Jewish person believes in the Hebrew Bible, basically, right? And then you have the ones that act as if they're Jews. Can't remember what that one is called. There's like a whole bunch of it. It goes into it.
Kabbalah.
Yeah, that's it.
Duke.
Yeah.
This next story's for you, buddy. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
It's going to be a little rough for you, just so you know.
Okay, what you got?
But I'm here for you, and I'm here to get you through it, okay?
Okay.
So this is a security guard who's working at a cemetery, and this is what happens.
This security guard works at a cemetery and has crazy paranormal experiences while at work, so we started recording the moments.
So I'm actually hearing something banging on the door. I'm hoping I'm going to catch it. Door was open again. Hello, security. Hello.
What the fuck?
Hey, you need to come out. I'm not playing anymore. I don't know where the hell these people are or where. Jesus Christ.
He's even had multiple moments where you can actually hear voices inside the cemetery.
Oh, I've seen this, yeah. On my garbage route, there's a guy who talks about this all the time. So, yeah, good stuff. But, yeah, why would you go into a cemetery? A bunch of dead people there.
He's a security guard, Duke.
Yeah, oh, I get that. I get that.
Check out the Mason symbol on Walter H.
I was just saying
I get that. I get what you're saying, but this is creepy stuff. That's what we'll talk about how creepy it is. Yes.
All right. We're only halfway done, buddy.
Cool.
Hello? Yeah, but listen, you got to get out of here. You're going to have to come talk to me, okay? Where you at? I can't see you. You're correct. So you need to come out, okay?
And one night he got called about a flickering light inside the church.
No.
Go check it out.
Okay, guys.
No, just leave, dude.
I'm really not sure what's going on here.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm fucking done.
Hell, fucking.
This is some spooky shit going on here. This is why my security officer can quit.
Yeah. Did you hear that shriek? I would not be talking that cool.
He's like, nope.
Oh, that's just like.
I'm really not sure what's going on here.
Listen to
that, dude. Look, I got goosebumps.
No, that's like, oh gosh, that's horrible.
I'm sorry.
Why
dude.
would you stay there? Why would you? Oh, that's so creepy. This is horrible.
I'm sorry, Duke. I'm sorry. I saw that and I was like, dude, I gotta fucking repost this with the hopes that you're gonna show up tonight. All right, here's another video. We got to turn the sound off because there's music behind it. But yeah, this is completely normal, right? Yep, died on a run, died at 36, died at 33, died at 20, 49, on a bicycle, 26, neurosurgeon dead, 49 dead, 31 dead in California. Missed that one. Famous bodybuilder, dead at 46, 41-year-old father, dead while surfing, 43-year-old doctor, dead, 28-year-old national reporter, dead, 41-year-old singer, dead, 20-year-old junior hockey, dead, 30-year-old rugby player, dead, 16-year-old dead, Emmy Award winner, dead, former Missouri State something or other, dead, 32-year-old comic, dead, 54-year-old comic, dead, 21-year-old Greek football player, whatever the fuck that is. What is Greek football?
No idea.
Like soccer.
Okay. Well, he died. Medical examiner, 24, dead. 12-year-old, dead. Doctor, dead. 22, dead. 27, dead. What was this one?
Those people look really obese, you know?
Oh, yeah.
It's not like
He's
they're
super
active or anything.
Yeah, like this athlete who plays football is super obese. Had a 6-foot-long blood clot in his leg, ending his football career that they had to surgically extract. So he didn't die. This guy's okay. 21-year-old.
Long
dead.
blood, man. Damn.
16-year-old, dead. Nothing to see here, right? Nothing to see here at all. Everything's fine. Myocarditis happens to everybody. All right. This one will get your blood boiling too. I just have my blood boiling all fucking day today, I guess.
Mr. President, as you know, last Tuesday, the annual inflation rate came in at 8.3%. The stock market nosedived. People are shocked by their grocery bills. What can you do better and faster?
Well, first of all, let's put this in perspective. Inflation rate month to month was just just an inch, hardly at all.
You're not arguing that 8.3 is good news.
No, I'm not saying it's good news, but it was 8.2 or 8.2 before. I mean, it's not. Maybe I can make it sound like all of a sudden, my God, it went to 8.2%. It's
the highest inflation rate, Mr. President, in 40 years.
I got that, but guess what? We are. We're in a position where, for the last several months, it hasn't spiked. It is just barely. It's been basically even.
Basically even, huh?
So in places like Colorado, the inflation rate's not 8%, it's more like 15%. And that's using new metrics that they didn't use when they were calculating it before in like 1980 or whatever it was, when there was like the 40% jump. I forget what it was. It was a huge fucking jump in 1 year, right? Like everything fucking sucked for a year because they got off the gold standard or whatever it was that they did, right? I wasn't alive. I don't really know. But when you compare the numbers today to back then, you're like, well, it's not even as bad as it was in 1980. But you're not using the same metrics. You're not using the same methodology to get that, to come to that conclusion, to that answer. And it turns out if you actually use the methodology to calculate inflation that they used back then, it's higher now. So there's that. Oh, and here we go. This cup of pudding is going to start World War III, I said.
What should Chinese President Xi know about your commitment to Taiwan?
We agree with what we signed on to a long time ago. And that there's one China policy, that Taiwan makes their own judgments about their independence. We are not moving, we're not encouraging them being independent. That's their decision.
But would U.S. forces defend the island?
Yes, if in fact there was an unprecedented attack.
After our interview, a White House official told us U.S. policy has not changed. Officially, the U.S. will not say whether American forces would defend Taiwan. But the commander-in-chief had a view of his own. So unlike Ukraine, to be clear, sir, U.S. forces, U.S. men and women would defend Taiwan in the event of a Chinese invasion.
Yes.
I mean, I agree with this one. I think that we should stand by Taiwan. I think that we should have troops there. I think that we should have fucking everything that we need on that island to make sure that it doesn't fall into the hands of the fucking communist Chinese.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Biden's probably speaking out of his ass, though. He lies about everything else. So
I think he had to backtrack on that statement, didn't he?
Yeah,
yes,
I think I heard something on that too.
Because the official White House or whatever fucking story is, well, we don't know what we would do. It depends.
Yeah, that's right.
So
he's dead because he didn't get vaxxed. What the fuck? Pretty sure all those people got vaxxed that we just went over in that video. Dude, this Mark Malone guy.
Dude, like, for reasons that are blatantly obvious, I can't even say why those people might have died. But I have an assumption that I'm not going to say.
Oh my God, I read.
Okay, this is fine.
Oh my God, I read TikTok's terms of service. I went down a TikTok rabbit hole yesterday. Yeah,
this one's for you also, Duke, by the way.
It's good. I stayed in smoke and I started reading up on TikTok. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm going to read you this. Because this is so crazy.
Is it good or bad?
Bad.
It's so what you're saying, it's a bad place to be.
Listen to this. This is from TikTok's privacy policy.
All right.
It said, we collect certain information about the device you use to access the platform, such as your IP address, user region. This is really crazy. User agent, mobile carrier, time zone settings, identifiers for advertising purpose, model of your device, the device system, network type, device IDs, your screen resolution and operating system, app and file names and types. So all your apps and all your file names, all the things you have filed away on your phone, they have access to that.
Oh, it goes on. There's also a keystroke copier. So anytime you type in like your, I don't know, passcode for your bank account, they have that. Any connected devices. So okay, you've got a Windows phone or whatever. You got like an Android, and you have it connected to your computer. So when you come home, you plug it in your computer, your emails and everything sync up. Well, because you have TikTok on your phone, they also now have access in all of the same ways just mentioned to your computer. So anytime you log in anything on your computer, they also have that. Get off of TikTok. It's not good for you.
Yeah, I never downloaded it.
Oh boy. Okay, how many more stories do we have? That many. All right, where are we at? Do you guys know who Coach Greg Abbott is?
Yes.
Hey, I didn't know you were married.
Oh, not this one.
I'm not. I just like wearing this ring so that I can meet women. How does that work? Don't they think that you're married? Yeah, a woman will see it and think that I'm married and then come over and talk to me, because if a man has a good thing going for him, women love to fuck that shit up.
It's fucking true.
Yeah, that's the fucking truth. Oh shit.
So if you're single and you want some pussy, just put on a wedding ring.
Men get married hoping that she won't change. Women get married hoping that he does change. Inevitably, both are wrong, and then both end up miserable. So she thinks you're going to change and grow out of everything that you are into now and become more mature. Now you're 40 years old, still playing video games. She doesn't get it. Why are you still playing video games? Well, I was born in a video game era. Inevitably, she thinks he's going to grow out of this. Oh, why are you still watching football games? Why are you watching 3 football games a day? It pisses her off. What happens with her is you think she won't change. She changes. You don't. You're both unhappy about it.
Dude, it is true. Like, I don't know. In my experience, with the mother of my children, she was one person when we were dating, when we were first together. And then she like slowly kind of like changed into something else. And then we had 2 kids and she's this completely fucking different person than and I'm the exact same person that I was. I mean, a couple years older, maybe a little bit calmer or whatever, believe it or not. But yeah, she changed. I didn't. She wanted me to change. But like, if you're going to be with me in the first place, why are you already expecting me to be a different person from the get-go, And I expected her to be the same person, and she turned into fucking Amber Heard. You know what I mean? Like, not exactly, but close enough.
Because we're just the wallets and they're the prize. That's why.
I hate to crap on my own show. When I saw when Hillary Clinton lost, which is understandable. It's not exactly the most popular person in the room. Right. And then when Kate McKinnon went out there on Saturday Night Live in the cold opening, and she started dressed as Hillary Clinton, and she starts playing Hallelujah. And I said, I literally prayed to, please have a joke at the end. Don't do this. Please don't go down there. And there was no joke at the end, and I went, it's over. It's over. He's not going to come back.
Comedy's dead, man. It's like that what was it on? It was on South Park, where they like jumped into the future, and it was they're watching TV, and Jimmy, like the crippled kid who did comedy at the school, is now like a TV personality doing comedy and stuff, and like his jokes are like, how about those Mexicans, everybody? They really make some really good food, and everyone's like, That's what comedy is today for these fucking crazy leftists. There's anything funny is automatically offensive, and therefore you should be shunned for it. So if you're actually funny, you're a bigot, and therefore all bigots must die because you're fucking Trumpers or whatever. Fuck off and die.
I'm glad Dave Chappelle and Joe Rogan have stood up to the bullshit.
Well, a lot of these people fucking shut the door behind them, right? Like these like shock comics who fucking used to say the most ridiculous, absolutely fucking shocking things to get a laugh out of people. And now that we're in 2022, like, oh, you can't do that. Like, I know that's how I made it in comedy, but now that I made it, you can't follow in my footsteps. Dustin Button said, "Bro, she shit on your pillow." No, but she hit me in the head with an ashtray.
Ooh.
Still got a scar. It's kind of hard to see. She lied to family and friends and said that I was abusive to her when I never laid a finger on her, while at the same time she used to like fucking, and I was like you, Corey, like we're talking about this shit last night, you fucking believe like you should there's never a reason to hit a woman.
Yeah.
So she'd like fucking punch me and she'd do all this shit and I'd just be like, well, it didn't really hurt that bad and I'm not gonna hit you back. And then after like months and years of that shit, like things started to get bad and she'd go to her mom and her dad and her sister and her friends and be like, Honda's beating me. And so then all of them fucking hated me. All of them hated me, even though I'd never done a fucking thing and there was no proof that I'd ever done anything at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, and in that respect, very much Amber Heard.
But like I also said, now after that experience, I ain't shot at knock a fucking on her ass.
I'm at the point in my life where if a chick hits me, I'm punching back. I don't give a fuck anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you want to act like a man, I'll treat you like one. Dear Martha's Vineyard, we in Texas recently had one group of 50 migrants in San Antonio to manage. Only they were all dead in a truck at the hands of cartels moving them to profit fueled by an administration you support between sips of wine. Congratulations. So yeah, this truck is full of 50 dead people. I assume because it's probably really, really fucking hot and they're all sitting in the back of the truck and they all fucking cooked to death. That would be a terrible way to die. I can't even imagine. That'd be worse than burning to death because at least burning would be quick, you know?
Quicker.
Build software.
All right, I forget what this even is, but let's watch it.
A guy on Twitter just revealed software that can take an Instagram photo and
Oh, I remember what this is fucking crazy.
use AI to search open cameras in a location to see if they can find the video of you taking the photo on that day. So the guy who created Die With Me, which is that chat app you can only use when you have less than 5% battery, just unveiled this software where you give it like the Instagram photo on the left, and on the right you see this AI searching through a bunch of open cameras all around the world to see if they can find the people in the photo with the proper location and give you the video of the photo actually being taken. I really think this is brilliant. This must have been so hard to put together. The effect is fantastic, and it's a great way to remind people that you are constantly being watched, and so much more of your information is out there than you think. Also, it's way easier to find your location at all times than you think. Check out his Twitter. He's got a YouTube video on it if you want to learn more about it. He also has a way to support his page. But yeah, I think this is dope and terrifying.
There you go. So, open source, available to you and me, AI technology is being able to be adapted to take an Instagram photo and then show you the overhead fucking Big Brother camera view of you taking that picture in real time. What do you think the government did? They're watching everywhere you go. They know everything you do. They know everyone you talk to. They know every contact you have. They know everything you spend money on. They know everything about you. And there's nothing that it seems that you or I can do to stop them unless you want to fucking become some sort of fucking Amish person or something.
Exactly.
I guess let's all be Amish. You guys down?
The Amish.
Sure.
It's like that movie where they stop people from doing a crime before they even think about committing it. What is that?
Minority Report.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
Well, we were talking about that last night. I mean, the TAPS Act is basically the Minority Report Act.
Mm-hmm.
Terrifying.
In effect, and the way that they're going to be using it, and especially when you combine the TAPS Act with stuff like this, where they know everything about you and everywhere you go and everyone you talk to and everything you've ever fucking said in front of a microphone, they know. And they've got little AI algorithms that predict future, decisions and depending, because okay, here's the thing. Let's say you have a known event, like that this is going to happen in 6 months and that this group of people is going to be angry about it. Okay, let's preemptively find out which ones are going to be the most angry about it which ones are going to be able to have the tools and training to actually do something about it? And guess what? That's your fucking target. Those are your terrorists. Before they even talk about doing terrorism, before they even plan it, before they even know that they should, because the event hasn't happened yet. When you're worse than the Nazis, but nobody cares because you flooded Western academia with your useful idiots.
Hey, can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Is it a lot of background noise?
No.
I can't hear anything.
Awesome.
I don't hear nothing.
I paid like $250 for a headset so it wouldn't be background noise.
Jesus Christ, dude.
That's commitment.
I use
I'm a
my Turtle Beaches Go ahead.
I'm a trucker. It's noisy as fuck.
Oh yeah. Been there, done that.
I've never truckered before, but I've worked around them. Never seemed like the funnest job.
No, it's not.
I mean, it's a pretty good living if you don't have young ones at home.
You know, I was thinking, like, my kids are a couple of years away from being done with school, and I'm getting to the age where waiting tables and being a bartender is kind of like really hard on my body, you know? And then I was looking at a job prospectus about being a truck driver, and if you work, I forget what it was, I think it was Walmart, actually. Get a job for Walmart, get your CDL, do all that stuff. Starting out $120K a year. And that's probably working 60 hours a week. But yeah.
That's like over the road. You got to work basically 7 days a week doing that.
Yeah. So they just
Those are
changed
best
in
case
Texas.
scenario numbers.
Fine.
In Texas, you used to be able to go take the test on the computer and do a driving test. You could get it all done in a week, and now it's a mandatory 13-week class.
Well, the thing that was always stopping me before was the Mary Jane, the devil's lettuce.
Oh yeah.
But I'm
that's a problem.
But I'm
can't even
stopping that.
Can't even have CBD in your system now.
But I'm stopping that
No
now.
CBD, no nothing. Yeah.
Oh, the company I went to work for, you start from nothing. Like they get you your CDL, they do all your training. They just ask you to work for them for a year.
Man, that's not bad, dude. Honestly, I'm getting sick of waiting tables, and the kids are going to be old enough where they're going to be off in college or doing whatever the fuck they're doing, and like I might as well go fucking make a bunch of money doing something that kind of sucks for a little while, and figure some shit out.
Do it.
Okay, good.
This company will even let you can lease a truck with no money down. Like you sign a piece of paper, and they hand you the keys to a $150,000 truck, and it's your business. It's your truck.
Goddamn.
Come drive one of the propane trucks at my work.
This story is fucking crazy, and I don't know what happened here exactly, but 20-year-old female suspect taken to the hospital after Platteville police vehicle was hit by a train Friday evening. The officer was not in the vehicle when the train struck the patrol car.
What the fuck?
So did he
park on railroad tracks or what?
Yeah, catch up to this chick, get her arrested, park on the tracks. And he's out on the radio talking to somebody, and a train comes along and fucking smashes the shit. Jesus Christ, dude. That's some good police work there, buddy. Good job.
Did it happen to be his ex-girlfriend?
Yeah.
Hey, thanks though. The Firefox fixed everything.
Oh yeah, you're having a problem with Chrome.
Only when you win.
Oh, you mean the entire left hated America and they would see the American flag and be like, oh, I feel sick because it reminds me of Trump and he won and we lost. Therefore, I hate our country because we lost.
Mm-hmm.
hey, let's go Black Lives Matter, burn down some fucking cities and shit because, you know, Trump's in office and he's a fuck ass and we don't like him. Oh, I know. Let's support Antifa because the government's fucked up and we have to be anti-fascist because we have a fascist government because we lost. God, dude, these people have the fucking memory of a goddamn goldfish. What's up, Matt?
Goldfish. Yes.
You missed almost the entire chat.
Well, I was doing shit, and me and my wife watched the Game of Thrones thing.
How was it?
It was great. Love this show.
You got to watch this video though, since you weren't here.
Okay.
Security guard works in a cemetery and has crazy paranormal experiences while out.
Wait, is Duke still here?
Yep.
You know he's asleep.
Dookie baby. Dookie baby.
Just start making gagging noises so wake up.
Started recording the moment.
So I'm actually hearing something banging on the door. I'm hoping I'm going to catch this son of a bitch. Door was open again. Hello, security. Hello. Hey, you need to come out. I'm not playing anymore. I don't know where the hell these people are or where. Jesus Christ.
He's even had multiple moments where you can actually hear voices inside the cemetery building.
Anybody in here? Hello? Yeah, but listen, you gotta get out of here. You're gonna have to come talk to me, okay? Where you at?
Duke left.
I can't see you. You're correct. And one night he got called about a flickering light inside the church, so we went to go check it out.
Okay, guys. I'm really not sure what's going on here. I'm fucking done. This is
Jesus Christ, dude.
Did you hear that, girl? That was very ominous.
Sound like the Predator kind of like.
Dude, that scream in the church is the one that gets me the most. It's like, get out! Like, fuck, dude. It's funny Duke couldn't sit through it again. Well, that's all the stories I had, ladies and gentlemen. Anything you guys want to talk about?
What the fuck is that?
That's Michael Jackson. That's Thriller.
Cause this is Thriller night, and I could love you more than any ghoul could ever dare try. That's pretty good.
That
is pretty good. Ah,
that's good.
What?
Oh shit, look at this. I so afraid of him coming in the shower with me that I waited until late at night to take a shower. Ashley Biden, diary page 67 to 68.
Dude.
Eesh.
Wonder why his son calls him pedo.
Yeah.
Like literally that's what he has his name saved as on his cell phone. Thoughts on Prince Andrew succeeding Charles?
Oh,
Which
by the
one?
way, did you know they took Ashley Biden's diary off the internet?
How do you do that?
I don't know. You know archive.org, right?
Yeah.
Like that's all it does is it archives everything on the internet.
Right.
It's gone. Remember we found it and I had bookmarked it and it just disappeared.
They scrubbed the whole internet, which is fucking what to do.
Ashley Biden's diary is gone.
They bleached it.
I should have downloaded it. I just kept the link to
Bloke
the
just
thing.
proved everything that was in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. You know nothing's ever going to come of it, though. It's kind of wild.
Barack Obama, Ashley Biden blog, 4 captures, back to 2016. I've never used this shit before. I don't know how it works exactly.
And are they ever going to go after Hunter? You know?
Nope.
I mean,
Never.
Yo, I think Hunter straight up hates his dad.
Pretty sure he does.
yeah.
Well, think about it. Like, Hunter Biden
He's
has
probably
been fucked up on drugs and doing crazy shit his entire life. Why does a person do that? Does a
'Cause he was a-
normal, well-adjusted person who was not abused as a child have an
Yep.
adulthood like that?
I was just
Not
about to
normal.
say that. Yep. Abused sexually or mentally somehow.
Right, or abandoned or whatever, right? And then you get to a point where you just have this hole inside of you that needs to be filled with something, and so you fill it with cocaine or marijuana or methamphetamines or whatever it is,
Hookers.
because or hookers or whatever, because there's literally like a piece of you that's missing because your parents didn't provide something or did something that they weren't supposed to do.
like he got a phone call from his dad one day, and he was giving him shit about what he's doing, and he's like, you know what? Fuck you, Dad. Hey, dude, take this laptop.
Group of police in Lancaster Square, Central London, struggled to stop a man who was in a stabbing attack.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They got 6 cops, or is this a cop too? 5 cops? If they had a gun...
Yeah. I think 4 of them got stabbed also, right?
Yeah, I can't show the video because I just got a strike for doing something like that I had to fucking go through the whole... Dude, and I got a strike on Twitter too, Matt.
What the fuck?
Yeah. I don't know.
They're trying to cleanse Honda from the internet.
They're trying to Alex Jones me, but I've gotten pretty good at writing these like you got a strike on YouTube letters. Like you just have to quote their rules back to them and explain to them how it didn't break the rule. And then they're like, I guess you're right, and fucking put on your lawyer hat and use big words.
What did he get you for last night?
For showing violent content with the intent to shock.
So it was after I left then.
Yeah. And it was
Okay.
yeah, I showed some violent content, but it wasn't intended to shock anybody. I was showing it for educational purposes. We've specifically talked about what would you do in this situation. And they're like, yeah, you're right. That's not, I mean, that is the exception to the violation of the policy is for educational purposes. And you didn't show it to shock anybody. And so therefore, no strike.
Oh, I know what I learned. If you're in a fight with somebody, if you're in a fight with somebody and they start digging in their backpack, leave.
Yeah, fucking start running, bro. Get the fuck out of there.
There was another video. There's another video a while back. The guy started digging in his backpack, pulled out a gun.
Honestly, like
Digging in the backpack, pulled out a hatchet.
When he grabbed his backpack and he took it off and he put it on the floor and started rummaging through it, I expected him to pull out a gun. And when he pulled out a fucking hatchet, I was surprised that it wasn't a gun.
Nobody fucking reacted to that either. Do you know that's mind blowing.
That's because he's a juggalo.
Jesus, I just got that. I was like, what are you talking? Oh,
hatchet man.
You know, if somebody started doing that, like digging in their backpack like that after they got into a scuffle, I'd go over there and fucking drop kick them, you know?
Yeah, it's time to continue the beating.
Fuck waiting for whatever to happen.
Exactly.
I don't know, the way that they were like punching him and punching him and punching him, and he just sits there like
these weak ass motherfuckers.
God damn, dude. Someone's been to prison.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like, how do you not break your hand punching somebody in the skull like that?
Probably weren't punching very hard.
My name is Alex Bruzowitz, and my pronouns are Mega. But since I profess that, I am now a domestic terrorist, according to Joe Biden. So I'm guessing you all watched Geriatric Joe's rambling and stuttering address to the nation. He was
behind, or he was standing in front of a very satanic looking backdrop. It was red. He looked angry. He looked like an angry, bitter old man who didn't really get 81 million votes, did he?
Ooh.
But he had the audacity to call people like me, Donald Trump Jr., and every single person in this attendance that considers themselves a MAGA Republican. He said that we're radical. He said that we're dangerous. And he said that we're fascists. I'm looking around. I don't see too many fascists in this room. Do you guys? You know, I also find it to be ironic that he calls us fascists when he's the one that is currently holding dozens of protesters in a DC jail as political prisoners. I find it ironic that he calls us fascists.
Here's the funny thing about that, and why I feel so personally attacked by the people who were jailed for the January 6th fucking bullshit. On a coin flip, I wasn't there. I had a 50-50 shot of being there that day or being there on January 20th. I was there on January 20th when nothing happened. If I had been there on January 6th, live streaming as I would have, there probably wouldn't be a late night with Honda right now. Isn't that fucked up?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying I would have done. I'm not saying I would have done anything illegal. I'm not saying I would have gone into the Capitol. I'm not saying I would have, done anything at all besides record what's going on around me and provide commentary. But by the mere fact of being there, there's several people that I know of who did exactly that and got arrested. They didn't go inside. They didn't hit a cop. They didn't do anything. But they got arrested for inciting violence because someone said something behind them and they couldn't prove that it wasn't them who said it.
Did y'all see the interview that Tim Pool did with the guy that moved that not the podium, but I forget what they call it.
The lectern.
Yeah, the lectern. A pretty good interview.
Yeah, and that guy seemed cool as fuck too.
Oh yeah, very level-headed.
And he didn't even take it. Like I swore he took it. He just moved it and then made a fake speech, and then left it there.
Right. He moved it back.
Look how much shit he got in.
Well, that's what a lot of people were doing. They were just in there taking pictures, around the stuff that is technically theirs and every other American's, and left it and let it be.
Well, the most fucked up part is the people whom the police opened the doors for and said, "Come on in, we're with you." And so they walked in and took pictures and stayed between the velvet ropes, and then stayed for a couple of minutes talking and doing stuff, and then left without causing any damage, without doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
FBI finds out who they are. They go to their house. They harass them. They arrest them. They put them in prison. Give them extrajudiciary punishment for having to talk to a lawyer. Kept them in prison. Some of them still. Dozens of them still in prison. And we call this what? A constitutional republic? Wherein the laws are equally applied to all citizens?
No, it's a democracy, as Biden says. We're a democratic republic.
The scales of justice have fallen off. They're not tipped one direction or the other. They have fallen off.
Yeah, they're completely broken.
I'm not saying anything, but I figured if it was an actual insurrection, we'd do a little bit better job than that.
Well, I mean, the thing is, it wasn't an insurrection. Absolutely, 100%, it wasn't. Because if it was, maybe some people would have brought some tools with them to, have an insurrection.
Yeah.
But since they didn't, no one was expecting to have an insurrection. And so this whole fucking investigation into, who was the one who planned the insurrection? No one fucking planned it, dude. Get over your fucking self. You guys in fucking D.C. have your heads so far up your own asses smelling your own farts that you can't even fucking see what's going on in the world. And it's infuriating. It's fucking over the top. It's they're directly lying to everybody. They know they're lying. They fucking know they are. But they're doing it because they've got enough fucking entranced masses who are part of the fucking cabal, part of the fucking cult, who will just do whatever they say and take whatever they have to say as gospel And anyone who speaks out against that gospel is a fucking heretic. It's the new 21st century version of religion, in which state is God and president is Jesus or something.
Oh, God.
Blasphemy.
He weaponizes the Department of Justice to target his political enemies. And I find it ironic that he calls MAGA Republicans fascists when his party works with big tech companies to censor dissenting speech. If anyone's a fascist, it's Alzheimer's Adolf, who stood at Independence Hall declaring war on half of the population.
Wow.
Who is that?
Alzheimer's Adolf.
I'm going to use that.
Alex Bershowitz,
I like that guy.
proud MAGA Republican, CEO of X Strategies LLC. What's Romans 8:13? Let's look that up. 8:31 rather. Liz Dexick. If God is for us, then who can be against us? There you go. All right, guys. Well, we go at an hour and 36 minutes now, which is about normally how far we go for the Gay Frog Chat. You guys have any last-minute points of contention, discussion, anything?
I want to jump in real quick. Let me jump in real quick. A couple years back, they had a big 2A rally down in D.C., and I worked close to D.C., Northern Virginia, for a while. And they went down there. They scheduled the rally, like they had in front of the house, the Senate building, whatever that's called. And I was pissed because I realized they scheduled it when no one was there. Like, what good is this going to do if no one? Do you think they're actually going to watch the YouTube videos or the coverage of this? No, they're not going to watch it. Pretty pissed about that. And then January 6th happened, and I was like, I'm kind of glad they did that. Maybe they knew something.
Well, I've been saying this for a while about the chilling effect that the January 6th persecution has had on the American people, specifically on our side. When's the last gun rally you heard about? When's the last big gun rally you went to?
Yep.
When's the last time you were like, I want to go to D.C.? I want to go to my state capital and tell my Democratic leader that he's wrong.
Kind of shut all that down, didn't it?
Yeah, it shut everybody the fuck down. And I think directly, predictably, like formulaically, that's exactly what they were planning on doing. That's exactly what they used that situation to do. Same thing with like YouTube giving people arbitrary strikes for stupid shit. It's like, well, now you're walking on eggshells all the time, wondering what it might be that you're talking about and what you have to not say and things like that. And so there's all kinds of things that you probably could talk about that wouldn't be a problem that you end up not talking about at all because there's this perception that you might get in trouble for it and lose your piddly income from fucking YouTube. Piddly. Lawfully Armed says, do you watch Sticks 666 and play Pixel Planet? I don't get down on Pixel Planet. I tried to do that because Daniel tried to turn me onto it a couple weeks back, and I don't know, maybe because I was on a live chat and I was feeling the pressure, but wasn't really into it. Sticks Hex and Hammer is actually very interesting to listen to. I don't listen to him nearly as much as I should. He's got very intelligent, well thought out points of view. That being said, there's a lot of people out there who have intelligent, well thought out points of view that I listen to. So only have so much time in the day. He's not on the top of my list of people I listen to. Do I listen to him? Do I know who he is? Yes.
Maybe if you have an extra spicy topic, take it to Rumble.
What's that?
Maybe if you have an extra spicy topic, take it to Rumble next time.
No, I'm digging this whole YouTube giving me a strike and me writing them a letter and getting rid of the strike thing. It's kind of fun. It's happened twice now. But
small wins.
Yeah. I mean, logic is a good thing. All right, guys. Well, we are done for today. We will be back tomorrow night for the Guns and Geeks podcast on Never Enough Ammo's channel, where the buttholes flow freely and
Always.
the urethras are extra thin. But
Damn it, Bobby!
I have a narrow urethra.
Did you ever see the theory that Bobby is actually Hank's father's kid?
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
He does look like Cotton.
Yeah.
On this, we should exit on Hank Trill, the music video.
Please.
I put the link in there. I did put the link in there.
I sell propane and propane accessories.
I joined Uber One because I hate delivery fees and I need to save money for when I
Shut up, cunt.
Shut the fuck up, Sarah.
get back to selling pictures of my feet. I mean, how would I even do that? Find out at bignaturaltoes.net. Join Uber One
fuck?
or don't. I don't care.
What the?
What is this?
It's my music video.
I keep that thing on me. God damn it, Bobby. They see me selling propane and now they trying to copy. Pretend to be broke, but I got